Hello?
Mr. Edwards, please just stay silent. The judge will
Oh,
tell you when it's your turn.
yes, ma'am. Apologies.
Good afternoon. This is cause number 2020-27001 in the instance of Ethan Henderson. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands and be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Tara Henderson, and I'm his mother.
All right, and representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Andrea Eoff.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Eddie Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell was personally served on October 13th, 2021 at 11:58 a.m. at 2410 South Kirkwood Road, apartment 174 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So we will proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would like to call Tora Henderson. All right. Ms. Henderson, will you please state your full name for the record?
My name is Tara Denise Henderson.
And will you please state the name and age of your child?
His name is Ethan Sean Henderson, and he's 4 years old.
And who is Ethan's father?
His name is Eddie Mitchell.
Have you ever alleged that someone other than Mr. Mitchell could be Ethan's dad?
No, ma'am.
Are you asking that the court adjudicate Mr. Mitchell as Ethan's father and establish the parent-child relationship between them today?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court appoint you and Mr. Mitchell as joint managing conservator, you being the parent who designates the primary residence?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that your residence be to Harris County and counties that touch Harris County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you asking that the court order Mr. Mitchell to have a standard possession order for visitation?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you currently have private health insurance through your job for your son?
No, ma'am.
Are you asking that the court order you to apply for and maintain a government medical program to cover your son?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you aware of what Mr. Mitchell does for work?
No, ma'am.
Is there any evidence or reason to believe that he makes more than minimum wage?
No, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to order child support based on the minimum wage presumption in the amount of $217 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to order Mr. Mitchell to pay $57 a month in cash medical support?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court order retroactive or back child support, a judgment in the amount of $11,908 for the time period between March 27, 2018 to June 1st, 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's
Ma'am,
true
did
that
Mr. Mitchell contribute any money towards support of this child since the child's been born?
So honestly, in 4 years, he's gave me money twice. Both times it was $40.
Okay, go ahead.
And so would you like for that amount of money to be paid at the amount of $110 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe an order containing these terms is in your child's best interest?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to approve and enter an order to this effect today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have no further questions and pass the witness.
Thank you.
All right, the court will approve the order as submitted. Thank you very much, Ms. Henderson.
Thank you.
You can sign off now.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Henderson.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Mr. Edwards, you can turn your video back on and unmute. And Your Honor, if I may have a moment, I'm going to pull up Mr. Edwards' order again.
All right. This is cause number 2020-66026 in the interest of Devontae Murphy. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Nothing but the truth. Help to God.
Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Arceus Elwood. His father.
All right, you can put your hand down.
Yes, sir.
Representing the state of Texas.
Andrea
Yes.
Eoff.
You have your file up, Ms. Eoff?
Yes, Your Honor. In just 1 second, I paused so I could pay attention to what you were saying. In just one moment.
All right, go ahead and continue pulling it up. I'm going to indicate that the custodial parent, Tarnisha Murphy, is not present. Ms. Murphy was personally served on December 22nd, 2021 at 8:16 a.m. And she also signed an order for parentage testing, which contained therein an order setting this hearing for today. And she has not checked in. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
All right, Your Honor. The state would like to call Mr. Edwards to the stand.
Okay.
Mr. Edwards, will you please state your full name for the record?
I can't really hear y'all. Hold on. It's low. I don't know why it's low.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Edwards, will you please state your full name for the record?
Arceus Edwards.
And will you please state the name and age of your child?
Devontae Murphy. He's 5.
And is it true that you completed DNA testing for your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that the DNA test results said that you are the biological father of this child?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court appoint you and Ms. Murphy as joint managing conservators of Devontae?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court adjudicate you as Devontae's father and establish the parent-child relationship between the two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking that the court designate Ms. Murphy as the parent who designates the child's primary residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want the court to say that Devontae lives with Ms. Murphy?
Yes, ma'am.
And does Ms. Murphy currently live in Lufkin, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
Does she move between Lufkin and Houston?
Yes, ma'am. Far as my understanding,
Non-responsive,
Yes,
please just answer the question that's been asked. So, Mr. Edwards, are you asking the court to restrict Ms. Murphy's residence to either Lufkin, Texas, or county and counties that touch Harris County?
yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you asking that the court give you a standard possession order for visitation with your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have private health insurance available through your job?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking that the court order you to maintain private health and dental insurance for your child?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you asking the court to order you to pay child support in the amount of $350 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you asking that the court maintain confidentiality of your address and phone number, meaning that your address and phone number is not going to be printed in this order?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you doing that because you feel that you will be at risk of threats or harassment in the future if people see your address?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell the court why that is?
Because now I could talk.
Now you can tell the court why your address needs to stay a secret.
Yes, ma'am. It's kind of hard. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to hear you. I don't know what's going on with the speaker, but at first it was loud, but then I don't know. It's low.
Okay, Mr. Edwards, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could barely hear y'all.
All right.
Both of y'all.
Can you tell me why you don't want your address and phone number disclosed in this
Because
order?
when I was staying in Beaumont, right now I'm in Houston. When I was staying in Beaumont, I was fearing for my life. My mother, everybody just changed, like they just changed on me. And then the city, like the whole city was trying to kill me. I don't know. I don't know for what reason. I was just the type of guy to go to work and just come home. But it was so bad out there, I had to move. And my Miss Tanisha, she was a part of some of that. Like she trying to one of the dudes that she was dating. I don't know, he didn't like me. I don't know, but him and her was they were trying to do something to kill me at that time. And
what were
so
they
I
doing
moved
to
from out
try
of
to
the hood
kill
to
you? What were they doing to try to kill you, sir?
like like trying to like set me up. Like I don't know how to like to explain it, but like when I hear word, like I'm saying, like how I could say this, like when people that like come around, like people that's close that I know that come around and tell me something that's serious, and I know they ain't joking. You know what I'm saying? Like type stuff. You get what I'm talking about?
No. What are they telling you?
They were just telling me like, cause like my stepbrother girl or girlfriend came back and told me something like cause she was hanging like with my baby mama, like it's like they was friends, like best friends or something at the time. And her and the guy, they was in I guess they was I guess she was listening to the conversation what they was having or something. I don't know. And she came back and told me, you feel me? And I already sensed that. Like I already felt that. Like when I come around and try to pick my son up, you feel me? And like
Okay,
I felt that type.
Mr. Edwards, Mr.
Sir?
Edwards, you have not told me during this whole explanation what somebody said to make you feel, what somebody told you that she said or that one of her boyfriends
He,
said to make you in
the,
fear of your life.
the man said he was gonna kill me out of his own mouth. I heard him say it.
Okay, then that was her boyfriend?
Yeah, that was that was Tanisha's boyfriend that said that. And then
And
like
so you think if your address and phone number is made public, that you may be the subject of some type of harm or harassment?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I love Boma, sir.
All right, go ahead, Miss Eoff.
All right. Mr. Edwards, are you aware that Ms. Murphy has requested that her information remain confidential for the same reason?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in agreement, or do you mind, sorry, let me rephrase that. Do you object to the court maintaining non-disclosure of Ms. Murphy's address and phone number as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If the court were to enter an order that contained the things we talked about today, do you believe that would be in Devontae's best interest?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court approve and enter an order containing these terms today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I have no further questions and pass this witness, Your Honor.
Are you also asking that the exchange and pickup and delivery of the child for your visitation be at the McDonald's located at 1601 West Church Street, Livingston, Texas?